Good afternoon. My name is Kim Jae-hong of Joy. I would like to introduce to you Walk Analytics. In a nutshell, Walk Analytics is a Google Analytics for offline. The reason we made this product starts from the Incheon International Airport. I'm sure that you've visited the duty-free stores at Incheon International Airport. They have been chosen as the world's best for 3 consecutive years. They have 70 brands in stores with 400 brands. There are about 50,000 people using these stores every day, and their sales is 2 trillion won per year. And so these enormous numbers represent the duty-free shops at Incheon International Airport. 3 months ago, we met someone from the Incheon International Airport and we heard a very interesting story. They said, if you're lucky, once a month, you will be able to see people sitting in front of the duty-free stores. They will be sitting here looking at people passing by. What are they doing? These are people who are counting the number of people going into the duty-free shops. Incheon International Airport has a great data from passports. They can see who comes into the airport and their nationality, their age, their gender. So Incheon International Airport has detailed information about their visitors, but the duty-free shops, they're not able to see who comes where. And so they have these part-time workers who sit here all day staring at people passing by, counting the numbers. So at this Incheon International Airport, with the most sophisticated data, is using this very primitive way to count the numbers. And when we heard this story, we started thinking, we need to automatize this. An issue of the offline retail shop can be solved with big data analytics. So think about this. Offline retail is not limited to Incheon International Airport. There are hundreds of duty-free shops around the world, and even within COEX, there are 360 shops. And what are they all doing? They are using counters. If we were able to provide Google Analytics offline and show the information to the offline retail shops, what kind of change will happen in the offline retail industry? We believe that it will be a fundamental change. Marketing will change, the speed of marketing will change, all of the operation systems will change as well. And so we believe that this was a big change that we could make. Then everything boils down to this one question: how is this possible? We researched many existing technologies, but there was no one technology that satisfied all of our expectations. Videos are expensive. Installment is expensive. Penetration is expensive. Errors are high. And there's not much information that you can have. Ultraviolet sensors, it's just an automatic way of counting. Redundancy cannot be solved. Intuition is not available. Let's take a look at new technologies. Bluetooth, but who turns on their Bluetooth all the time? So we found a great solution, a great alternative. That's Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi, first of all, has a large penetration. In Korea, Wi-Fi can be used anywhere in Seoul. And so by using Wi-Fi without additional equipment, we can have fast installment and easy use. And it's very easy. So stores already have Wi-Fi, and if we install our firmware, then you're able to log on to your dashboard to see information. Using this very simple way, you can have great insights. Let's take a look at this demo. So this is a store. This is a store within COEX, let's say. Are you curious where this is? This is our conference room. So in real time, we are able to see the numbers of people here. Utilize your Wi-Fi devices and you can see that the numbers will go up automatically. And the number of people here, the people who are walking outside this room is being tracked in real time. And of the people who are walking outside, how many actually come into this conference room? We're able to see that conversion rate in real time.
이런 오버뷰들을 제공 드리는 거는
This
이때 뭐라고
overview
볼까요?
is provided along with these
지난
details on
주의
the bottom,
매장과 비교했을 때
comparing
어떤
last
시장이
week
있는지 우리 매장은
and
잘하고 있는지
today,
이런 걸
whether there
확인할 수
is an
있고
increase
심지어
or a decrease.
월단위도 이런
And you
것들을
can also
확인해 볼 수
see
있습니다.
monthly
이렇게 해서
overviews as
매장의
well.
성과를 객관적으로
This
확인할
actually
수 있는
shows you an
디지털을
objective
제공하고
tracking
있습니다.
of your shop's
그
performance.
다음으로는 이런
Next, you
기본적인
can also
사이트는
have
사실 어느
additional
정도 보완하라고
information.
생각합니다.
I think
이걸
basic
응용해서
information you
어떤
can
효과를 이
have
사이트를
anywhere.
제공하는 것이
So
적용이
we needed to
되는지요.
utilize that
일단
information for
날씨를
better
볼까요?
insights. First of all, the
날씨
weather.
앱을 통해서 리뷰
So
앱을
we
통해서
actually
저희 매장의
combine the
운영
weather
방향을
forecast
예측할 수가 있습니다.
so that we can predict
예를
the operation of our
들면 3월
shops.
매장이라고 칩시다.
Let's say
다음 달에는
SparkLabs has a shop
다음 주에 있는
and
데모데이에서
next
비가
week's
옵니다.
demo
어떻게
day
해야
is a
될까요?
rainy day. What
아까
should we do?
말씀하셨듯이 브로셔의 개수를
First
줄일
of
수도
all,
있고요.
you
당시
can
개수를
reduce the
조정할 수
number of
있습니다.
brochures that
그래서
you will print.
평균적으로 비가
You
올
can
때
reduce
이
the number of
계절에
snacks that
어느
you will
정도의
prepare
브로셔가 오는지 미리
because we can
예측해서
have a prediction
효과적으로
of the
이런
numbers
디테일을
depending on the
요구하려고
weather.
하십니다. 또한 매장 안에서
And
어느
even within
지역에
the
가장
shop, you can
사람들이
see
이동인구가 많고 체류
where the
핫스팟을
most people
보여줍니다.
visit. You can see the hot
내
spots within the
매장의
store.
이동인구 시간대별로
And you can
분류해서
see the
그
numbers
최적화된
within
매장
the
운영
shops
시간을 제한할 수 있도록 할 수
on an
있습니다.
hourly
만약에
basis.
이걸 그냥 쉽게 봤을 때는
So
내 매장
if you take a
운영
look at this
시간이
graph,
아닌 곳에
you can
많은
see
트래픽이
that
발생하면
if there's
정확하게
more
지금 이
traffic around the
7시에서
hours that you're not
8시 사이
open,
저는
for
적어도
example, from
7시까지
7
매장
to
운영을
8,
드릴 것 같습니다.
I think I would
그리고
actually
오히려
open my shop
10시에서
until
9시,
8
10시
instead
사이로
of
매장
7,
운영이
and
없는
maybe I
지역을
can actually shorten the
줄여서
operating
매장
time
운영을
during the morning
조정하고
from
실제로 매출을 증대하는 효과를
opening at 10
생각합니다.
instead of 9.
그리고 우리 매장은 과연
And
얼마나
at our
한
shop,
번씩 매장에 재방문하는 사람들이 있는지 확인할 수 있습니다.
how frequently do people revisit our shops? How many people visit every week, every 6 weeks, every 6 months? You can see that the most number of people visit every 6 weeks, so that is our rate of revisit. So, how can we solve the issue of the Incheon International Airport? So here is the Shilla Duty Free Shop. I mentioned before that there is a person who used to sit and count, but now you can see this with an overview. So you can see the color codes and you can see whether the numbers are increasing or decreasing. Let's see. So this is the entrance of our duty-free shop. Prada, Fendi, and Louis Vuitton is at the front. And what's very strange is that we have two green dots, but Fendi has a red dot. So that means there's an issue. Let's click into the Fendi shop and see the data. So if we take a closer look at the data, you can see that the people walking outside the stores are increasing. It means that there are many people walking around in the Shilla duty-free shop, but the people coming into the Fendi shop is decreasing. It decreased by 12%, which is a critical issue. And you can see that of the people who come in, the people who remain in the shop has dropped by 5%. If I'm the owner of a Shilla duty-free shop, what would be the decision that I would make? I would make the decision that Fendi is no longer a hot brand for our duty-free shop. And so during the next quarter, I would make a decision based on this data. You can see the monthly data on the bottom. So this is a very easy way to compare the different brands. So let me summarize my demo. Could you show me my dashboard? So you can see that this is the overview, and here you can see the number of shops within the duty-free area. And so that's the end of my explanation about the dashboard. Let me now summarize what's in the dashboard. So first you can see how many people walk around the store, how many people actually come in, and how many people come back to my store or revisit my store. That's the basic data. Using this insight, we can also predict the visitation rate depending on the weather. You can also find the hotspots and find mall insights. We believe that there are three groups of customers that need our dashboard. First, the small size retailers. These people want to know their performance compared to other retailers. Second
70개에서
would be
300개 여기에 달하는
large
여러
size malls or
구역으로
department
있는
stores with
백화점들이
70 or
있는
more
이런
shops.
몰들과 백화점들이 저희 보입니다. 그리고 마지막으로는
And another
올리브영과
group of
같이
customers
전국에
could be
360대
brand
이상
chains,
보유하고
such
있는
as Olive Young,
주요국
who has
리테일러들이 저희의 고객
360
대상입니다.
shops
이런
around
고객
the
대상들을
country.
위해서 저희는
And so,
아주
for these
합리적인 가격에
customers,
다양한
we are
상품들을
able to
준비하고
provide
있습니다.
various
일반 매장 같은
products
경우는
at reasonable
단 2의
prices.
와이파이를 통해서도 아까
And
보셨던
you
기본
can see
데이터를
that these
대시보드
basic
사용할 수
data
있습니다.
can be
월
provided with
10만 원
just
이하의 저렴한
2
가격으로
Wi-Fi
이용이
devices,
가능합니다.
and the
또한
cost would
이런
be
소규모
less
리테일러부터
than
아예 모델
10,000 won,
전체적인 맵핑을 다
100,000 won
들어간
per month.
전반적인 모델 퍼포먼스를
And
한눈에
this
테스팅할 수
can
있는
show you the
그런
overall
디지털
mall
IoT 사업까지
performance,
준비가 되어 있습니다.
and we have an enterprise business for that.
조금 더 오버뷰로 봐서 그럼
Let's take a look
이렇게
at the
국내에서
overview
리테일
once
마켓이
again.
한국에 어떤 위치에
So,
있는지 한번 보도록
what is
하겠습니다.
the retail market
오프라인
within the
리테일
Korean
마켓은
market? The
국내에서만
offline retail
231조
market has a
시장이고요.
size of
이 매장
231
이
trillion won,
산업군의 크기는
and
기존에 계속 성장하고 있다고 얘기하지만 온라인 쇼핑몰이
online
7배,
shopping
그리고
malls,
소셜 커머스
compared to
시장이
online
4배
shopping malls,
달합니다.
offline
그리고
retail market is 7
성장률은
times the
0.5%에서
online shopping malls and
3%씩
200 times
계속
social
되고
commerces.
있습니다.
And you can see that it continues to
한국의
grow at a fast rate.
오프라인 리테일 시장은 전 세계
Korea's offline
마켓의
retail
전 세계
market
시장의 약 7%
is
정도.
about 7%
저희는
of the global market,
한국에서
and
머무르지 않고
we will not remain in
93%
Korea
시장으로
and
확장할
target the
계획입니다.
remaining 93%
저희가
around the world.
한국인이라서
Because we are
이
Korean,
서울에서 이 사업을 시작하는
we
것이
start in Seoul,
아닙니다.
but that's not the
가장
reason why we start in
이
Seoul.
산업이 효과적으로
We
시작하기에
believe
한국이
that
좋기
Seoul
때문에
is the
바로
best
서울에서
place to start our
시작하는
business.
것입니다. 편하게 말씀드리면
So, in other
전
words,
세계에서 모바일 보급률이 1위인 시장이 바로 한국입니다.
Korea has the number
이런
one mobile
시장에서
penetration
저희는 이
rate.
솔루션을 통해서
And that is why we
빅데이터를
believe
모든
that
나라보다
Korea
빠르게
is a
시작하고
place where
이걸
we can have
통해서
big
정교한
data
기술을
based on our
준비할 수
devices.
있을 거라고
And this
제안하고
will
있습니다.
enable us to
그리고
perfect
이런
our dashboard.
빅데이터로 만들어진 프로덕트는
And the products
단순히
produced
오프라인
from
리테일
this big
몰들은
data
이 같은 국가에 따라 달라지는 것이 아니기 때문에
will
얼마든지 이 하나의
accommodate
플랫폼으로 글로벌하게
different
확장될 수
retailers
있도록
around the world
준비하고
because the big data will not be limited to
그리고
applications
앞으로
in
나아갈
Korea.
과제는 3G와
Our
LTE,
future
와이파이만
2B
보는
would
것이
be
아니라
that we will not
하드웨어
remain for
디바이스를
3G and LTE,
보장하고
but we will add hardware devices and connect ourselves with POS data so that we can have comprehensive
저희 팀은
services.
구글, 마이크로소프트,
Our team
페이스북에서 경력을 쌓은 멤버들로
is
구성됩니다. 그리고
consists of
이미
experienced
B2B
members who have
비즈니스와
experience at
글로벌
Google,
비즈니스를
Microsoft, and
3년째
Facebook,
진행하고 있는
and
팀입니다.
we have been doing global
발표를
B2B and dashboard
정리하겠습니다.
businesses for over 3
저희는
years.
인천공항에서 시작된
We
대중
started
문제,
with the
그리고
counters
그걸
at
파악한
Incheon
오프라인
International
리테일의
Airport, which led us
심각한 분석 문제를 마주했습니다.
to
그리고 이
recognize the
문제를
issue of
해결하기 위해서
analytics in offline
오프라인을
retail
위한
shops.
구글 어나리티크를
And so
만들었습니다.
we are developing Google Analytics
저희가
for the offline.
계속일 앞으로 얼마나 업색하는지 지켜봐 주시기 바랍니다.
Please
감사합니다.
stand by and see how many counters we can offset. Thank you.